Hi guys, my name is Athena from CraftyCrusade. I have a shop on Etsy and I wanted to share how I do my file folder covers in case somebody else wants to try making one. This may have been done before, I'm sure it has, but this is just how I do it. I have my Mod Podge and a paintbrush, a pencil, a ruler, my file folder, and I like the thicker ones. There are like heavy duty and then there are some that are not as thick. And then I have my scrapbook paper. You want one piece for the outside and one piece for the inside. So whatever you choose, as long as it fits, that'll be great. So I'm gonna set that over there, and I folded this. I like to fold the shorter side so that I can see that line a little bit better, because that's where I'm going to start measuring. This is going to be the spine. It's about 1 inch long. So then I take my ruler, and my journals are usually 8.5 by 5.5, so I measure at 5.5 inches on top, and then I want it to be 8.5 inches long. And then I'm going to cut this. My blade needs to get changed, so hopefully this will cut for me. Sorry about the noise. So there's that side, and then I'm going to cut the 8.5. If it's, if it's a hair off or slightly slanted, it should be okay. But just try to get it. Okay, I definitely need a new blade. So, if it doesn't cut all the way through, grab your scissors and fix it. And you can cut it with the scissors too. You don't have to use the cutter. So there's my file folder cut like that. Now you have to go back and cut the other side, so measure that 5.5 inches, and then cut that too. If you guys have any questions or want to see something again, just let me know. I'm not a professional tutorial giver, so. Okay, so now that that's measured, I use this piece to go and measure my cardstock or my scrapbook paper or whatever I'm using on the cover. So measure that up. And I like to give it just a little bit extra, because after I glue it down, I can trim the edges to make it a little bit neater. Just give yourself a little bit of room. You can't always get it just perfectly. I can't anyways. So then cut. I think I cut so much that my blade gets dull pretty quickly. Okay, so this is going to be the outside, and then I need to cut the inside. And I could have done this ahead of time, but I just wanted you to see how easy it is in case I missed something. Line it up. And then cut it. There's a couple of tips I'll be sharing as well from trial and error of my ways, my attempts at doing this. I'm just cutting this piece for the inside, and then I will show you how to glue. Okay, so that's for the inside. I'm going to start with the inside and get out my Mod Podge. And this can get pretty messy. A thicker brush works a little bit better. Get your Mod Podge on there and smear it everywhere. Get it all the way up to the edges. Too bad I don't have music or something for you to listen to while I do this. And I hope my, I need to get a microphone for my camera because it acts really funny when I go back and listen to my videos. You can hear like weird, like if I bump the table or something, it makes funny noises, and then my voice goes from loud to quiet. Okay, so I probably don't need quite that much. You want a good even layer, and try to work quickly. This is not something you want to like answer a phone call or anything, because it starts to soak into the paper and dries up really quickly. Oh, this side's already getting a little bit dry. You might want to just practice with one first to see how, you know, fast it dries and everything. So there's the inside. Then I'm going to measure up my corner up here, over here, and then press it flat. Now I'm not going to do the drying. I like to use a hair dryer, my old hair dryer, for drying the glue so that the paper sticks quicker. But this is how I put on the inside and then dry it. And then I go back and trim any extra. Because you want it to be like right at the edge. There's a little bit over here too. Okay. It's already curling up a little bit. After you get the front cover on, you can set it under something heavy, or you can, you know, use your hair dryer. Now I like to give it a little bit of a score on that fold line, because when the Mod Podge dries with the paper on it, it will get really stiff, and sometimes it's hard to get back to that natural line that's on there. So I just give it a fold. On the other side. So you just get your Mod Podge nice and even again. Oop, there's a goober. My son is at school. He goes to preschool for like 2 hours or so, and my puppy is at the vet for a checkup, so my house is quiet, and I was like, okay, I'll do a tutorial for the people who want to know how to do a cover. If you have anything that you'd like to see that I've made, I can do that too. I can do a tutorial for you, because I was a beginner once, and it has changed my life knowing how to make these. I am obsessed with it, so I think everyone should make at least one or try it. Okay, glue's on. Match it up. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now after this dries, you can fold it on the crease, and then you have a cover. You can stitch around the edge before you sew your pages in, and I have another tutorial available on my channel how I stitch my binding, poke the holes and everything too. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope this works for you. Bye.